As one of our country's founders, Benjamin Franklin believed everyone had a duty to use imagination and be industrious. As a tireless thinker and inventor, Franklin helped shape our ideas about civic life. For 18 days during the summer of 1776 in Philadelphia, Benjamin Franklin, along with 4 other men, labored over the writing of one of the most famous documents in history. As a member of the Committee of Five, entrusted with drafting the Declaration of Independence, Franklin cemented his status as a brilliant and thoughtful leader of the young United States of America, a country that, much like Franklin himself, valued freedom and hard work, and opposed authoritarianism. Using the written word to take a stand was nothing new to Franklin. As a young man, he published newspapers to spread revolutionary ideas to the colonists about colonial unity, egalitarianism, tolerance, and the value of education, Enlightenment ideals that he felt were central to the American spirit. Scientific inquiry and invention were at the heart of the Enlightenment, and Franklin was the quintessential curious mind. He advanced knowledge in a tremendous variety of subjects, from ocean currents to electricity to refrigeration, and funded other scientists' work as well. He created bifocal glasses, the lightning rod, and the Franklin stove. Franklin never patented his inventions so that it would be easier to acquire them. He said, "As we enjoy great advantages from the inventions of others, we should be glad of an opportunity to serve others by any invention of ours, and this we should do freely and generously." Franklin's dedication to improving life did not stop with his scientific inventions. He created a number of civic organizations: police patrol, a fire company, a college, a hospital, and the first lending library in America to give colonists greater access to books, which, at the time, weren't widely available. Intent on improving the lives of everyone, Franklin eventually confronted the politics and morality of slavery. He freed his own slaves and became an influential abolitionist. Franklin never stopped working to create change. He said, "Either write something worth reading or do something worth writing." Franklin did both.